Welcome to the Guide in Your Pocket tutorial to setting up a fly line, where we'll cover all the connections from the fly reel to the fly. Connection number 2, the double uni knot connecting the backing to the main line or fly line. In the previous program, we learned how to attach the backing to the reel. Now what we need to do is to attach the backing to the fly line. So what we're going to do, set that to one side. Before we actually start to tie any knots, we need to strip the coating from the fly line, revealing its core, which we then tie to the backing using a double uni knot. To do this, we take a small piece of backing, which we have prepared earlier, and you make it into a loop, like this. Then put your forefinger and thumb through the loop, grasp the two tails and fold them over, so you effectively end up with a slip loop. The main line then goes through there, leaving about 3 inches exposed. Tighten this up so it tightens up and grips the fly line. Then we need our artery forceps. This is so that we can grip the backing, and when we roll it round the tip like that, we have good leverage, so that when we pull the main line through, all the coating comes off in a neat little curl, exposing the core, which is what we will tie to the backing. So I'll put this one over here. Now, the two ends. In order to tie your double uni knot, you need to lay them one side next to the other, tip to tail. Take the core from the fly line and make a loop behind. Then take the tail and go through the loop and round the back of the line 3 times. Then just tweak the tail so it comes down to a neat knot, but not a tight knot. Then reverse and repeat the procedure. So this time we are making a loop behind in the backing, passing through 3 times, and shrinking that down by pulling the tail again to a tight knot. All that is left to do is to draw those together so that they sit on one another. And there you have a nice, neat connection from your backing to your fly line. All that's remaining is to cut off these 2 tails using your clippers, close but not so close as you nick. There we go. And you're left with a nice tidy knot. Reel your line onto the spool in the similar way that you did to your backing. Lay it out nice and evenly. Be sure to check out the next podcast, where we will be tying the leader to the fly line.